Oh. What's up, boys? It's Caleb. I got a special video today. I'm gonna try to do something new. Oh, I just left the gym, so these shots are gonna be, we're gonna have to really get warmed up. Can I do a medium vanilla iced coffee with creamer and sugar, please?
A medium vanilla iced coffee?
Yep. You gotta start the day off right, guys. I'm a big Tim Hortons guy. If anyone knows me locally, you know this. Also a big Arby's guy. Before a disc golf round, dude, if I get some Arby's, I'll have the shits, but dude, I don't even care. We're gonna be heading to Valley Trails. I'm on my way there right now. I'm gonna cut to it in a second, but practice to do 9 holes. I'm just gonna talk to you about what I do for a practice round, and maybe I can help some of you guys out that kind of just don't know what to do when you go out there to practice. This is exactly what I do. This is a problem, boys. So we got my discs, you know, my bag, my good stuff here, Vivo Barefoots. Then we got my whole, Caleb Thomas shop in the trunk. All right, guys, so there's a few things when it comes to a practice round that you kind of want to take in consideration. So first of all, this is where I go. This course is Valley Trails. You guys have already seen this course. This is the course I'm going to go to whenever I'm feeling like bad about my game, because this course challenges me like to all aspects of my game. It challenges me like a lot. So I saw a video, Broderick, he posted a video about playing yourself, and I've always done this. I've always done a player A versus player B. And theoretically, I used to do it. I used to go player A first, and I used to go player B second. And theoretically, player B should win the match, because player B, you can correct yourself. Player A, you get your first shot out there, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But player B, you can correct yourself, and theoretically, you should win with player B. Let's say that this course was, I have a tournament coming up. I want to dial in everything. I want to know what line I'm throwing, because you never want to be unsure of what you're throwing each hole. So this hole is a huge 335. You guys have already seen the course. So I always do a backhand turnover here. I'm just gonna play the wide, and if it goes left, it's not OB, so you can be safe, take 3 either way. You just don't wanna go early right. So I'm gonna throw 3 different lines. I'm gonna throw my F3 here, which is my flippier one. So this is what I would go to every time. So I'm gonna go my first shot with this. I have not thrown either. That's a putt. That's pretty good. So I'm happy with that, but I know I can do better. So now I'm going to take my H4, try to do the same thing, just a little bit wider. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, that's terrible. That went way early. Now I'm going to be in Tickville trying to find that. But now we're going to go FX3 and try the same thing. That was so wet when it came. I should have chalked up. But either way, those are all pars, except for the second one, maybe not. The whole idea of a practice round with somebody is it completely depends on how aggressive or conservative you're going to be when you play. If you're trying to just the first round play very conservative, you want to go with the safest one that's for you. That's why I throw 3 lines. The next hole, I'll throw 3 different lines, and I'll tell you which one I like the most that I can replicate every single time in a tournament, even with the tournament jitters. So on this hole, backhand turnover is the safest play for me because I went wide, and if I can miss early and be fine. Then it's a forehand approach to the basket for par. And another thing with these practice rounds, I always take my worst shot. I probably got 3 ticks in there going to get the other one, so I'm not even going to go in there again. So this is my worst shot out of all of them, but I feel like this is definitely the worst because it's downhill. It's a big putt, but oh! And then that's the par either way. So now on to hole 2. So for this, right when looking at it, I would say a backhand spike hyzer. I personally know the forehand line is the easier way to get to it, but if I was new to this course, I'd think it's a backhand hyzer, so I would try that out first. Which I'm just going to take a feedback. A little bit of headwind. That needs to get down. That's a putt, but that's not what I wanted. So then I would try the forehand. This is wet. Get down. That's a putt. And then last resort would be an M4, just a straight up the gut if I'm feeling good, depending on like my backhand release timing and how I'm feeling for that day, you know? Oh, I torqued that so bad. Yeah, I always try to pick out 3 lines. And if there's, because obviously that gives you more of a choice of what you want to do. Because in a tournament, if you're not feeling good, let's say your backhand's not feeling good, you're going to resort to a forehand. So you're going to try to find forehand lines when you really shouldn't, even though it's a backhand line. And if your forehand's not feeling good, you're gonna try to find a backhand line. So the worst one was way back here that was short. But yeah, guys, I truly believe that a way to get better at disc golf a lot quicker is to put yourself in shitty situations. Like if you have a good throw second, take that one. Like, oh, come on, wind. What is this headwind? Oh my God. You gotta at least have that ego boost when you do get a good throw. Like, okay, I know I can park this. So you're not just thinking of being in a bad spot all the time. Because I mean, then when you're in the good spot, you're gonna be like, oh damn, it's gonna boost your confidence. And when you have good confidence, you make good throws. Come on now. That's the disc golf mindset. So on the hole 3, it's only 250, it's right there. I'm gonna throw 3 different lines. So I'm gonna take, when looking at it, I'm thinking just a spike hyzer with a distortion, something to push a little bit. So we're gonna go with that really quick to see what that looks like. So from here, it looks long, but honestly, I feel like that's maybe parked. So now I'm gonna take, shout out new A5, I told you I was gonna get more. Try the same line. That wasn't the same line, I think I just threw it in. God damn. Now we're gonna take just the flip up the flat right down the pipe and see what that looks like. Because you wanna see everything. I missed my line, and I have seen people take a forehand of a left side, so I'm just gonna see what that plays like. You and I already know. Oh, I about aced it. So now we're gonna go check those out. Like I'm telling you to throw 3 different shots. Obviously, whatever you guys wanna do. I'm not gonna tell you how to get better. That's all on you guys and personal preference, what you like to do. I'm just pretty much acting like I'm gonna get ready for a tournament here with you guys to practice for it. But then at the same time, this is also the course where I come to practice to get a lot better because it's a very hard course. I just checked, they're literally all like under the basket. So PA3 was the worst shot, which still is not a bad shot. But obviously, me thinking of a tournament play, this is the worst case scenario. This is the worst position. So I can run this a soft bid, but I do want to commit to it because if I don't commit to it, we're going down the hill and we're taking a bogue for sure. We're gonna give it a light bid, but we are gonna commit to it because it's a tailwind. Okay, it didn't drop it as much as I thought it would, but I mean, that's fine because now, and that one I didn't even commit to it at all. Okay, but tap in for par, it's fine, no harm. And these dudes are all parked. I do want you guys to leave in the comments though, what you guys do to prepare and practice for a tournament, like get in the right headspace. We got the big boy hole coming up. It's just about to get real. So hole 4, probably my favorite hole here. Looking at it, I would say play it safe, huge distance driver, very stable, or like me, I'm very confident with my straight mid-range. So I would like to just take them here. I'll do the mid-range first. I have 3 lines I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna see which one I feel like I can replicate more in a tournament, just to build that confidence up when I'm up there. So we're gonna go M4. I put too much hyzer on it. Yikes. We're gonna try another M4. Go more stable one. That's still not good, I'm falling over. But I mean, at the same time, it's safe, so it is what it is. Now we're gonna go stable D2, just straight out there, no flip, should just hyzer in. Yeah, like that looks perfect. It's literally under the basket. So I do like that play. I'm gonna go a little bit of flip up, Falcor, kind of the same line, more turn, hopefully. Yeah, a little bit flip up, hold. Now it's hyzer out. That should be parked if it gets a skip. No skip. And if you want to mess around, you can take a putter, take a flippy putter, PA3. You gotta hold. Get out of that. We gotta stop. We're gonna lose something. We're gonna lose one. But yeah, let me know what you guys like to do because I'm open to trying some new stuff out. I have done the player A and player B, like I said earlier. I've done that. Little ladybug on my screen. And I do enjoy doing that because you're kind of competing with yourself. I mean, this is only if you have no one to play with and you're just getting ready by yourself. Like right now, it's literally Tuesday. Got the day off, went to the gym this morning. Now I'm just trying to throw and get loose for Route 33 Open this weekend. And those are some tough courses. One's at Flat Rocks, you guys saw with Johnny, and the other one's at Eagle's Nest, which Eagle's Nest is, I hate it so much. And I went the other day with Johnny before we recorded Flat Rocks, and it was just it was a shit show. I did not get a good pull on this M4. But, so we're gonna go distortion here, because that tree is there. Now I know in my game, I'm not good at the backhand standstills, so that's why I always resort to a flippy distortion just to flex it. So I would kind of just literally go like this, put it right by the basket. So, it'll glide. A little short, honestly, but we'll take it. So then if I were to just do a backhand at it, because you do obviously want to work on every part of your game while you're here, so I'm going to try the backhand. It's fine, it's not bad, I just don't feel confident with it. Like in a tournament, I'm probably going to take the PA2 and just jump putt it. I don't even care what it looks like, just literally get it right there, and that's right by the basket. Because that's what I'm confident with. Your goal is to take no bogeys in a tournament. So that's what we got to try to stick with, game plan. Game plan, baby. Yeah, the D2 and Falcor are parked, but we're taking the worst one, which was honestly the one I said was my most confident. But hey, you surprise yourself. You do. So that'd be a par, no harm, no foul. Guys, let me know if you want me to keep doing full 18 walkthroughs. I just didn't really want to do a walkthrough today because I pretty much was just playing 2 days ago out in Columbus, and I got D-Glow coming up. I'm making a big vlog, so I'll probably get one more video after this video up, and then the next video will probably be a vlog next week. So I got D-Glow on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm staying at the hotel with some of my buddies. So on the hole 5, it's 250 right up the gut. Would think it's just a forehand straight up the gut, fade. So I would think of taking an H1 with a little bit of turn to get it up there. And then I will try the backhand line if it's there, but we're gonna go forehand right up the gut. Yeah. And that's literally right under. I'm gonna hit my head on the pin. This Anheuser with this D2. We just put a ton on it. A lot more Anheuser. Same result. Oh, that about went in. And now we would take the backhand. Flippy M3. Oh, yeah, that's just, it's a forehand all day. Now I know that going into the tournament. So the M3 kicked left. The H1 and D2 are absolutely parked, but this still is not a bad look. So if we can get a birdie from our worst spot, then we'll be looking okay. What am I doing? So, taking a par, and we're fine. From the worst shot. From the best shot, we'd be like 4 under, boys. Maybe. So now we're on hole 6, going 195, right down this gap. Pretty much just get through the gap and then have it hyzer. There is a triple tree. It's like, it all goes out, you'll see it. But if you get past that, you're parked. My 3 lines here, if I didn't know this, I'd be going with a kind of flip up forehand, a very beefy forehand with just an Anheuser, and then my A5, which is just a straight beam, and then a nice hyzer, no turn. One in the tournament I'm thinking of doing would probably be the distortion. So we're just gonna go nice forehand. Yeah, that should be right under the basket. Go in. Can you imagine? For the boys on camera. An A5, that should just be a beam, just nice and straight. A little hyzer. I think these should all be parked, I think. Now this one, just a little bit of Anheuser because it is stable and it dies quick. So we're gonna go a little bit of Annie. That could go in. I just want an ace. I'm sure all you guys saw UDisc doubling their price. Like, what the hell is that? But, I mean, I'm gonna get flamed in the comments for this, but I have never had UDisc Pro in the entirety of my disc golf career. I've never bought it, I've never needed it. I just go out and play. Everyone's always like, you have UDisc Pro? I thought it was 15 bucks a month, which isn't a lot, obviously. But I'm a pretty cheap person, like, for being honest. It's not that like I'm cheap, it's just that I didn't think I needed UDisc Pro, but now it's like $3 a month, which still is nothing. But I'm probably gonna get it soon though, because as I get more serious, but we'll see. That was my worst shot, distortion. A5's here. Do you guys like Max on the channel? He's a clown. He's fun to play with though because he's solid. He's a solid player, as you guys saw. Pushes me to be better. And he's just hilarious, so I enjoyed it. So coming up to hole 7, knowing that it's a par 4, I would probably think don't go left by looking at it, and then looking at this, it goes up to the right, and you guys already know where it's at, but I'm gonna act like I don't. So we're gonna go D2 at it. This would be my go-to, even in tournaments. Like a little bit of flip up, get through that left gap, get right in the middle of the fairway for an easy approach. Missed my line, but we're through the middle, so we should be okay and have a look. And now I would take my big Anheuser. Not sure what the hell happened to this D1. I think it's from my seat in my bag. The metal rubbing against it. It's on the very left side. Wow. Just a big Anheuser chop. That's so good. That's money. That's like my ideal landing spot. And then the backhand turnover. I didn't put enough. Put too much hyzer. Yeah, it's a forehand all day. And now I know. This was my worst D2. This is, I don't think I've ever been in this spot. This is a really hard spot. Because it's, well, actually, you know what? No, it's not. I'm about to finesse this. A1, we're gonna take 3 at it. The backhand is here. Just a little, oh, missed my line, but it's a putt. And then the other line would be a distortion. Like a little, oh, that's so bad. Garbage. And now, I like this A1. The flex around that tree. It didn't work out like I wanted. This is a big straddle. This is the worst of all of them. All of them weren't too bad. Oh! Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess we'll take it. This is a really out-of-place birdie. But I'm happy with it because now I know that if I'm up by the log or right in front of the basket, better than where I was. By the way, guys, I've been getting a lot of extra subscribers recently. I think it's from the putting video I did, which happens to literally be on this hole. But I appreciate you guys so much. And seriously, let me know in the comments. I mean, you guys I've had nothing but a great community so far of my 160 of you. So I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys keep wanting me to do. I can do some reviews and stuff because you guys saw my trunk. It's getting pretty crazy back there. So the infamous hole 8, 218. This is an island hole. So looking at this, we're gonna go distortion. I'm gonna go just a slight flip up, but no turn. Just get this thing out there. Okay, the tree parked it for me, but it still wasn't a bad line. But now I'm gonna do this forehand line with an Anheuser A1 because you don't want this to turn at all. Love it. Get off the tree and you're good. Okay, parked, love it. Now we're gonna do PA3. Just a pushing hyzer. Ah, it's safe, but it's not good. Wasn't a good line. Then we'll go Max Sheets A5. Ace run. One time. That went through the chains. So looking at this hole, they all worked out great. I would probably go with the backhand because it's all open and the forehand has to get through those trees, which it did. Even though the backhand, you can pull it on accident. These are literally all in a circle. What the? Worst is A5. I don't know if you guys heard that in my throat. That was weird. And this is still a great place to be. Ooh, stay in there. I took a 5 in the tournament here before. Missed the island twice in a row and then went to the drop zone, made the putt. Another question for you guys is, how should we be practicing? Because there's so many videos on how people should practice, how the pros practice, and everyone always tries to copy what the pros practice and what they do. And yes, that might help you, but what if it doesn't? Because everyone's different. I like just getting out better and better each day and just throw multiple shots off the tee, but not like 5 or 6 where you're gonna lose them, unless like we're on that hole right there, then you can throw 5. All right, last hole. It plays like 400. It says it's like 420. Like I think it's 426, but no. Coming up to it though, I'm terrified. But now I know the key is to not go right, miss left if you're gonna miss. I like to go M4 here, take a par M4 route first. Just try to flip this up. All right, you can hyzer now. You know, I'm okay with it because then I'm right in the middle of the fairway. FX4, -2-1, my ass. Watch how stable this thing is. Look at that. So stable. But we didn't lose any, so we're just gonna take those. So my worst is the M4. Pink is further up, a little bit kind of in the shit, but this is further away, so I would normally just go a distortion, a slight flip up, just a little forehand towards the left side, and that should be fine. Yeah, it's right under it. And then we have the other line, if you want to kind of push it. Oh shit. The ace or the throw-in line, short, and the backhand line, which I don't like this with this angle. Like what? I just can't control. I just don't have the touch on the backhands. I mean, that's still good. I'm not confident with that in the tournament. So now I know I would take a forehand out wide. Yeah, guys, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. You know, like everyone says at the end of the video. But if not a big deal. You know, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Another thing real quick, please practice your putting. That's what's going to save you strokes. But when you're getting ready for a tournament and practicing, that's why I always putt with 2 putters, or putting from your worst is always great like I did today. Just practice putting, be safe, and I'll see you guys soon, okay?